Gen Alpha is the most diverse generation growing up in the most diverse world. And, I think that fact is making them an incredibly inclusive generation. I think they're very open-minded, very empathetic, and they're really challenging a lot of notions from previous generations. And so as a retailer, that makes us think really hard about making sure that we're being as inclusive as they are. Another thing that we know about Gen Alphas that's influenced some of our thinking is the Gen Alphas have been raised for the most part by millennial parents. They actually have a pretty close relationship with their parents. And those millennials who really value experiences, have a pretty sophisticated taste, they've really imbued that on the younger generation as well. So we find that Gen Alphas have a surprisingly sophisticated taste level, whether it comes to what they expect from a retailer or the products or trends that they want. So that's been really influential in designing our House of Play stores, making sure that it's more than just a retail experience, that it actually has, true interactive experiences for kids and their families. House of Play, very focused on this notion of play and having interactive and immersive experiences. These stores are about 3 times the size of a normal kid's Footlocker, and that allows us to have activation spaces throughout the store. Another thing about kids Footlocker is, although we're focused 100% on kids, we actually serve a pretty wide range of ages. If you think about our youngest customers who are walking in might be 2 years old, to some of our older customers who might be 14 years old. So we've really tailored the different spaces in the store to serve those different groups. So for the little ones, there's kind of a tumble and play area. And then for the older kids, there's a study area where there's beanbag chairs. There's also a digital gaming table, and trying to make sure that we have a place for everyone. These stores have been very successful, but I think the thing that really stands out is just the customer reaction and the look on the kids' faces. They come in a lot because they have a very close connection with our associates who we call stripers. And so that's been really amazing to see as well. Conversion is very high, actually. It's about in the top 3% of all kids' Footlockers. So even though we're getting increased traffic, people coming in just to play, they're actually converting at a really high rate. And it really varies. We still have customers who come in, they just want to see the latest and greatest, maybe get that one sneaker at that time and leave. And then we have a lot of other people, especially on a Saturday or a Sunday, they're coming in, they're maybe shopping around the entire center with their family. And the kids can come and stay for quite a long time, generally with their parents. But, we'll host art activities, customizations with Crocs and other activities as well. And that certainly gets people there, and they love spending, sometimes hours in the store. Remix the Culture is our campaign this year for back to school, and it was really born from 2 insights. And the first is that sneaker enthusiast parents, they really revel in passing down their love of sneaker culture onto their kids. But they also really love seeing their kids put their own unique spin on sneaker culture. So hence Remix the Culture. This came to life, across an omni-channel approach, a big emphasis on social media, online video, a lot of other tried and true demand capture tactics, and of course in stores as well. And then one thing that's really important to both Kids Footlocker and Footlocker is giving back to communities. So one of the things that we did and are actually in the process of doing is partnering with Adidas for kind of a Remix the Culture customization bar in cities across the US. If customers, shop with Adidas at Kids Footlocker, then they have access to a whole customization bar, which is really fun. And then we've done a ton of other community givebacks as well. So one thing that we always take a lot of pride in doing is getting kids off to school in the right way. So that means providing them with backpacks. So we've done backpack giveaways in a number of different cities. We make a real celebration out of this. For Kids Footlocker, and I'd really say Footlocker overall, we really do try to give people balance because we really, believe in diversity and inclusion and belonging. I think we have a really fun environment and try to support each other. And I think actually working remotely has allowed us to give people a lot more flexibility. But the one thing that I've definitely been shown is that family comes first, right? I think for Kids Footlocker, because we are thinking about kids every day, we try to have a lot of fun with it as well, because it is pretty fun to think about kids and try to design experiences or marketing or product that they're going to really love. And so that keeps it fun for us as well.